What's going down, everybody? So today we are showing the new Avatar McFarlane figures. The first one that I have here, actually I'm showing two of them. So this is going to be a double feature review. I'm going to show the two of them at the same time. But the first one I have up here is Varang. So Varang is the leader, if I'm not mistaken, because the movie doesn't come out. Depending on when you're watching this, the movie isn't out yet, or the movie could be out. But far as I know, Varang is the leader of the Fire and Ash Navi people. So she is their actual leader. And this figure came out pretty doggone good. Pretty good as in the face sculpt. Let me bring this in close. So the face sculpt here looks pretty dope. From what I've seen in the trailers, this looks like her. It looks like who they showed in the trailers. I was like, that was pretty dope, man. McFarlane, he killed it with the face sculpt. But besides the face sculpt, first let me show you the box. So let me pull her back, and I will show you the box that she comes in. So I don't know if I can get the whole thing in here, because I'm in a little tight today, but the box, of course, this is a regular McFarlane style box. On the side here, it says Varang Quan leader. So I guess that's what they're called. On the back, you have a portrait of her, which is here on the back. Looks pretty dope. Side is the regular collector's edition. Inside, you have one of the McFarlane stands. And on the bottom, it says Varang. And you can see through the top. So that's the box that she comes in. Her accessories now, let me show you. So she comes with two heads. This is the second head that she comes with. Well, actually, this is the first head that she comes with, because this one is the one that comes on her in the package. I switched it to the normal one. Both of the heads are the same except for the actual expression. But it looks pretty sick, man. It looks pretty sick. Yeah, the head sculpt is amazing. The head dress, all the stuff they did here, this just looks dope. It's exactly the same as the other one. She comes with that head. She comes with 4 hands. So let me get those out. So she comes with these two here, which is like a trigger hand and then like a gripping, holding something hand. And then also the other one out here. She comes with another gripping hand that's a little wider. And then this one that's kind of like just a regular, like a circle. Looks kind of weird. Giggity. And on the fig, also this little gun. So she comes with the gun also. And what I have on the figure is another hand, which is the straight hand here, which has this little marking on it, and then the fist. Other weapons that she has the blade here, this little like dagger, and then she has these two things here, this and this. They're like what would you call these? I don't know, they're like hook knives or something like that. And she comes with those, with 2 of those, and they have a little slot on the back where they hook in. So the figure itself looks, like I said, looks amazing. That face sculpt just looks crazy to me. Like, it looks, I don't know what they used to do it, but it looks screen accurate. See if I show you, like, they're both the same. It looks, from what I've seen in the trailer, it definitely looks screen accurate. So the figure, let's go over the figure also. The figure is skinny as a Navi, of course. Are they called Navi? Yeah, they all called Navis. So the figure here, of course, it has pins. Back in the day, well, not even that far back in the day, I didn't care too much about pins. Now I kind of, since I have so many figures that don't have pins, I kind of don't like the pins anymore. But you know what you're going to do. So let's circle around the figure. She has a tail. The tail is not wired, so it just kind of flaps right there. She has, what else here? She has this little skirt thing here, which is pretty cool. There's this like a little underwear thing that they wear, and then it goes around and stuff like that. The legs are double. You can double. They're double jointed. I can't even speak today. And also the ankles. You have the ankle there, which has a little bit of a. It has the rock forward, the rock back, and some side pivot. And also, of course, because it's McFarlane, it has toe articulation. Leg goes up about that far, back about that far. They can do the splits. She can pretty much do the full Van Damme. Yeah, she can do pretty much the full Van Damme. Now, as for the articulation on the body, so the body goes forward crunch about that much. So forward crunch without the legs about this much. And then all the way back about that much with some gappage. So she can limbo like a mother, but she got some gappage there. On all of the McFarlane figures, they're the top is a little loose. So there's a swivel at the waist and then a swivel at the diaphragm also. She can go to the side about that much, as you can see, but then it gets a little gappy. And of course the other side too. She can twist all the way around. The top can twist around and the other side can twist around. As for the arms, there is a little bit of a butterfly here, a very small bit of butterfly. Arms, of course, are double jointed. They are pinned. There is the rocker for the hand, for the wrist is, it goes up and it goes down. There is no this type of rocker. I forgot what it's called. I guess vertical or whatever the hell. Both arms are pretty much the same. There is a bicep swivel. It's really tight, but there is a bicep swivel there. It's a very small bicep swivel that is there, but it is a very tight bicep swivel. If I could keep this here. But all in all, she's pretty dope. Her height is, I don't have my ruler next to me, and I'm actually not sure where it is. But what I'm going to do is some size comparisons with her, with some other figures that you might have, so you can kind of gauge the height. So this is her sized up next to a G.I. Joe classified. So if you look, there's different in the size. She is pretty tall. She's a pretty tall figure, which she's supposed to be. The Na'vi is supposed to be huge, but of course, even to that, they're supposed to be bigger than that to humans. So let me adjust my camera a little. Let me adjust it down. There we go. Okay, so if I stand her up, straight up, let me put her back in the pose that she was in, like that, boom. I don't know why I put it like that, it's like a kung fu pose. You might need the stand when you're standing up because, you know, it's a McFarlane figure and sometimes it's hard for them to stand. But that's why he puts them all with the little stand that you can put them on. So let's stand her up straight. So if I have her standing up straight like that, if I was to size her next to the size of a figure that should be with her, well, let's put Quaritch. I think his name is Quaritch, which he's actually the dude that's in the background there waiting for his turn to get reviewed. But this would be the one from the first movie. So this is the size that they should be. So their size is, that should be a normal human, and that's how big they should be. Here she is also standing next to a Joy Toy. So the Joy Toy figures, let me back everything up here a little bit. The Joy Toy figures, which I have a lot of Joy Toy Army men and mechs, they size perfectly with them. So they size perfectly to be like Marines against the Na'vi people and things like that. So it comes out pretty good. They size up pretty well. And I have the mech suits, which they can have them fighting them and stuff like that. So that would be her sized up against how a normal human should look next to one of them. But let's put them next to something else that you might have in your collection. Let's see, what do I have? This would be a normal SH Figure Arts size figure. So that's how she would size up against that. Kind of a normal SH Figure Arts. That's about 6 inches scale. Then let's put her next to Storm Collectibles Ryu, who's also about 6 inches. See, so the height doesn't work for 6-inch figures of how tall Na'vi is supposed to be, but it does work for the 3 3/4 or the 4-inch type figures. It works for those. So yeah, that's the figure in a nutshell. I mean, wasn't too much really to talk about. It's a Avatar figure. If you've had the other ones, then you know the height and how they scale and everything. This is her next to Neytiri, which of course she's going to be fighting Neytiri in the movie. They're both the same size, both of them really thin. They kind of look alike because the Na'vi, you know, their faces, they're kind of like cat people or whatever. So they kind of look the same. And here she is next to Quaritch, however the hell you say his name. He's in the movie, of course, he's this guy. This is the Avatar version of him. So that's her next to him. This is the special edition Chase version, which comes with the red paint and stuff like that. So yeah, she's a pretty good figure. Now, for the downside, because there's always a downside. I wish there wouldn't be, but there is a downside. So the pins and also the top, the diaphragm rocker, is kind of loose. It can get loose. It was loose on the other ones also. So the diaphragm rocker, I guess it's good that it is loose so it wouldn't snap, but it's a little loose. It got a little loosey-goosey for me. It came off. Like, you can detach that part from there really easily and put it right back on, but it did come off when I was trying to remove one of the heads. And like, if you see, it moves really easily, which I guess can be good and bad. Because you don't want the toys to be too stiff, but then you don't want them to be too loose. But she seems to be able to hold whatever she needs to hold. So, you know, that's that. And that is the Varang figure. So now, let's move on to the next one. So now the next figure that I have here is the Quaritch figure, Ash Warrior. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Quaritch. So he is the soldier general or colonel or whatever he was in the second movie. Well, no, in the first movie he was a human. Then he got killed. Then he got turned into a Na'vi avatar, and then now he's with the Fire and Ash, the Fire Na'vi or whatever their names are. But this figure came out pretty dope. He looks insane. He does look insane. Let me bring it up closer so you guys can see here. So look at that face sculpt there. That face looks like that actor. I forgot what his name is, but it just looks insane. Let me go around the figure here and show you the back of how the braid comes down and everything. So it just, the detail on this figure, the paint and stuff just looks really dope. Because it's supposed to be the collector's edition. The first ones weren't the collector's editions, but these are. McFarlane just got to get rid of these pins. Like, it's time to get rid of the pins, bro. You gotta, enough is enough. Like I said, I didn't have a problem with pins before, but I kind of got a problem with them now because there's so many figures that don't have them. Yeah, this is a pretty dope. He came out really good. They really did this one good. And his box, let me show you the box. So as you can see, this is a Target exclusive. I think they're both Target exclusives. He has the red label because he's the Chase figure. On the side, of course, it says McFarlane Collector's Edition, Quaritch Ash Warrior. On the back, we have a photo of your boy here. Let me show it from the side. Photo of your boy here. That's a pretty good photo. I mean, I could have probably did better, but it's a pretty good photo. And of course, he has the stand inside. Now, as for the items that he comes with, I haven't taken these out because I kind of just opened it. He comes with the gun, the same gun he had in the first one. The same gun as, the same gun as Jake Sully had in the second movie. He comes with three sets of hands, so 6 hands all together. There's a pointing hand here. There's a pointing hand. There is a grabby hand. There's a gun hand and a fist. Then he also has, let me bring this up a little closer here. He also has, looks like a little dagger, and he has the same gun here, a bigger version of the gun, the little guy's gun, of the little version of him. And then he also has a normal head. Let me see if I can take that out, but it is taped down. Wow. Pardon the noise. Hold on. Okay, so here is the head sculpt. So this is the head sculpt for the next, let me bring that in closer. This is the head sculpt for the next head, which is kind of just an angry head. See if you can see that there. Yeah, it's just kind of an angry face. The other one he has like the teeth snarling and stuff like that. See? But this one is just kind of, that looks weird with the two of them together. This one is just kind of a regular stern face. But yeah, man, these heads came out. The faces came out good. I don't know what he's using to do it, but damn, these look really good. They look really good. Definitely. Let's put that back. And let's get into the actual figure. So the figure itself, like I said, he's not too different from the Jake Sully figure. They kind of look a little the same. I didn't bring the Jake Sully one up here. I do have one downstairs. But he looks cool, man. He looks good. There's the sheath where he would put the blade. There's the long hair. He got the tactical vest. And I'm guessing this right here would be the holster for the gun. So it came out good. Of course, he has the same articulation as the Varang figure. So I don't really have to go over it. It's the foot goes down, foot goes up. The knee is a double jointed knee, double jointed elbows. His shoulder blade thing, his shoulder wing kind of thing is a lot better than hers, because it's bigger. So you got this little cup ball thing, and it goes in there. But his is bigger, so it looks a little better. He also has the same type of rock, so he can go forward about that much, not that much, and he can go back about that much. So it looks like he can't go back as far because I'm thinking the vest is kind of blocking it. So you can probably take the vest off by just removing the arms and just slipping the vest right up. And then, let me see. Yeah, it's, yeah, it could be separated, definitely. I'm not going to do it, but it can be done. So yeah, that's cool. This is not floating. This actually stays on there. Same thing with this. Leg goes up about that far. And let's see if he can get the Van Dams. He can pretty much do the Van Dam also. It's just this is hindering it a little bit. His joints are a little tighter than hers. I'm guessing because she's skinnier. Like the figure itself is not as bulky. But yeah, came out good, man. The face is what got me. The faces just look insane. I mean, the faces on the original ones looked insane also, but shit, man. Let me see. This is the Natiri. Yeah, her face. Yeah, that looks just like her also. So it wasn't. He been killing the faces for a minute. Then that looks just like her too. So yeah, yep, definitely. Matter of fact, let me put her standing next to him because I know they hate each other because she basically killed him in the movie. She killed him in the first movie. Put a for people who didn't see it, they should have seen it by now. She put a big ass arrow straight through his chest when he was this size. So when he was a little guy, she put the arrow through his chest when he was inside one of the walker machines, which I have those too. I like the Avatar movies, man. The movies are pretty dope, and the figures are coming out pretty good. So yeah, he's a pretty dope figure. He's about the same size as the other girl that I just reviewed, so I showed you guys that. And let's get him standing next to Weapon X. So Weapon X is very little. He's little by even the standards of, let's say, even by Marvel Legends standards, he's small. So if you got him and him, these are the two of them. This is how he looks standing next to Weapon X. And he's kneeling down a little bit, but he's kind of big. So that's him standing next to Weapon X. This here we have him. I'm going to put him next to the Hyde Monster. So the Hyde Monster is big. Big as shit. You can't even see him. That just shows you how big the Hyde Monster is. This dude is standing here and you can't even see the Hyde Monster's head. That's how big that dude is. Enormous. Let's get him standing next to, which I didn't review this yet, but let's get him standing next to the Fallout TV show figure. So that's another really big figure. That figure is actually huge, which makes sense. It's not as big as the Hyde Monster, but it is pretty big. Consider standing next to one of these. Like, look at the difference in the size. It's huge. It's crazy. Crazy big. Got to do a review on that. Let's get him standing next to, let's see. Let's get Ryu in there. Always throw Ryu in. So we got Ryu in there. He's a short dude. They don't scale as well with the 6-inch, like I said, for Varang, but they damn sure look good with the other figures, the 3 and 3/4 or the 4-inch, maybe 4-inch figures. They look good together. So if you have a lot of those figures, which I do, and also they scale well with the Hammond collection dinosaurs, because the 3 and 3/4 figures scale with the dinosaurs. So they actually scale well with the actual dinosaurs. If you want to use like dinosaurs or creatures or something and you have like the Hammond collection stuff, you can use that also, and it doesn't look bad together. They actually look pretty good together. So that's pretty much my review on the figures. That's Varang and Quaritch, and that's the two of them. They McFarlane, he's killed the faceplates, not faceplates, the face sculpts. He killed it. Those definitely look good, and the figures are good too. They go well with the other Avatar figures. I don't know how he's doing it with that with those big flying creatures, and them shits are like $200. He can keep that, but the regular figures, these two face sculpts and things came out great, and I hope the movie is good. I like the first one. I love the second one. This one looks like it's gonna be good too. So if you guys have any questions, please leave it down in the comments. If you have any comments or anything, please leave those down in the comments. Or if you're gonna pick them up, let me know, and let me know which ones you got, and if you got them from Target or whatever like that. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.